In the summer of 2015, we were sent a photograph of kelp covered in white crust from a Coastal Guardian watchman. The Guardians were concerned because that summer they had observed many kelp beds becoming so laden with this white crust that they sank to the sea floor and died. Little did we know at the time that these critical observations were made during the warm blob, a marine heat wave that spanned the Northeast Pacific Ocean. The white patches the Guardians observed turned out to be colonies of an encrusting animal that grows on kelp, called the bryozoan. Outbreaks of this animal can be triggered by rising ocean temperatures and have caused substantial loss of kelp in other parts of Canada and elsewhere in the world. The photographs sent to us by the Guardian Watchman catalyzed a collaborative research project between Anne Solomon's lab at Simon Fraser University, the Central Coast Indigenous Resource Alliance, SECURA, and the Pacific Institute for Climate Solutions, PICS. This collaborative 3-year project is aimed at developing solutions to the harmful impact of temperature-induced outbreaks of this white crust on kelp forests along BC's central coast. As most coastal communities know from first-hand experience, loss of kelp can reduce access to traditional foods, negatively affect the spawn-on kelp fishery, and indirectly impact culturally important species such as abalone, rockfish, and lingcod. We are working with SECURA, the nation's stewardship offices, and their Coastal Guardian Watchmen to identify the main drivers responsible for increased growth of white crust and its impact on kelp. To do this, we need information on when and where kelp and white crust occur. However, because of the risk of COVID-19, we can no longer visit your territories this field season, so we need your help. Together with SECURA, we've come up with 3 solutions to collect valuable data during this pandemic. 1, we are going to provide virtual training and support for watchmen to systematically survey kelp and white crust alongside their ongoing work. 2, we are asking you, community members who are out on the water, to take photos of kelp and send them to us to compile and analyze. To track when and where the crust starts growing, we need photos of kelp, with and without the crust, from as many places in your territory as possible throughout the spring, summer, and fall. 3, we are creating an online survey where community members can share their observations about when, where, and how much kelp and white crust they've observed in recent years compared to the past. Collaborative adaptive management of marine ecosystems is best informed by monitoring important changes, especially in light of climate change. You are the eyes and ears on the water. You can help us by providing key data to inform solutions aimed at increasing the resilience of kelp forest ecosystems and the coastal communities that rely on them. If you would like to help, please send us photos of kelp canopy throughout your territory, photos of individual kelp blades with and without white crust on them, and when and where the photos were taken. Please send these to Danielle Denley at 250-208-6589 or email Danielle_Denley@sfu.ca. Also, please consider sharing your past observations of white crust and the location, amount, and health of kelp by participating in our survey, coming soon. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and helping us to continue to work towards ensuring a future for BC's kelp forests during this challenging time.